More, oh, I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. More than I miss New Orleans. More than I miss New Orleans. Oh, thank you.
Usually when I start out with a piece, I see something in nature that I want to imitate, but I can't make it exact because I'm doing it in clay. And so my fountain started out with seeing roadside cosmos that are all bloomed to big orange flowers, and that gave me the idea that I could do cosmos style fountains and then make them in all different colors, more abstract. And then even the lilies that you see on a pond, so some of my leaf fountains have more like a floating lily effect. So it's trying to balance my work to kind of make it representational that I think of in nature, if that makes sense. And then a lot of my color inspiration is from Frida Kahlo, that I love her big pictures and her flowers and her hair and stuff, and so that's really inspired me that way. Oh, I think Broad Art Fair is great. It's a high quality representation of art. They get a good community-based support, I think, and that way it's a good access from the northern part of the state. People have come from, they've even said Fort Wayne to just come for the day here, and as far south as like Louisville, so I think it's a great fair.
I did this last year, in fact a year ago yesterday, and I went back, this building was demolished, so the whole area has been kind of demolished, but I found some interesting stuff to shoot. I go to the worst parts of different cities, and this was in East Side, around Oriental and Washington. It's not a good neighborhood, but I go at night. I bring lights with me. It's kind of an elaborate setup. I shoot film, and I do long exposure, sometimes an hour. This one here was close to 30 minutes. And that's how I get these colors, and that's how I can transform these really, hideous eyesores into something sort of more magical. I shoot these with a 50-year-old Hasselblad camera. I use that camera not because it's 50 years old, but because the lens and the whole quality of it is fantastic. And I get really amazing quality. You can really see every speck of dirt in these shots. I met this big homeless guy who I thought would make a good bodyguard. So I asked him if he was willing to be my lighting guy for $10, and he was thrilled. So now I had this big bodyguard. It's the best art festival in Indiana, and so I came here from California, so it's a long way. I learned something recently that the Indianapolis Art Center was started in 1934 as part of FDR's New Deal during the Depression. So it's sort of interesting because that's where we're at now in a way. So these kinds of events are important.
This is fused glass, and I created it in a kiln by stacking many layers of glass and heating it up to 1500 degrees, and then when it's cool I grind it and smooth it, add on more layers. So everything goes in the kiln about 5 or 6 times. Wow. It's a lot of fun. And the sparkly glass is dichroic glass, and it catches the light beautifully, and it's always different. I love it. It's wonderful. I used to do it as a student, and now I'm doing it out here, and I think it's a great fair. It's really well juried and lots of wonderful artists. And I'm a great supporter of the Art Center too. It's a wonderful resource to have.
Said that you gotta be free.